Hello children, today we are going to start a new chapter, time and temperature. So about time, you have learned in your previous classes also. So let's learn more about time. Whenever we think about time, the face of the clock comes in our mind. The face of the clock is called dial of the clock. So dial of the clock is divided into 12 equal parts. Here you can see numbers are arranged in sequence from 1 to 12. So this is 12 equal division. So between two successive numerals, 5 more small divisions are there and each small division represents 1 minute. So minute hand, here you can see 3 hands are there. The shorter hand is hour hand, the longer hand is minute hand and the thinnest hand is second hand. So hour hand, minute hand and second hand, these are the 3 hands of the dial. So minute hand takes 5 minutes to move from one numeral to another. Okay, and this way in 60 minutes minute hand completes one round of the dial, and second hand takes 60 seconds to move from 12 to, again it comes to 12. That means one round of the dial second hand completes in 60 seconds, and our hand takes 12 hours to complete one round of the dial. Here you can see the minutes are multiples of 5. Whenever minute hand is at 1, it represents 5 minutes. When minute hand is at 2, it represents 10 minutes. And whenever minute hand is at 3, it will represent 15 minutes. So all these are multiples of 5. So 5 fours are 20 minutes, 5 fives are 25 minutes. Whenever minute hand is at 6, it will represent 30 minutes, 7 fives are 35, 8 fives are 40, 9 fives are 45, 10 fives are 50, 11 fives are 55 and 12 fives are 60. So minute hand takes 1 hour to complete one round of the clock. So here how to read the time now. If the hour hand is between 12 and 1. Suppose the hour hand is between 12 and 1 and the minute hand is two small divisions beyond the numeral 7. So we all know whenever minute hand is at 7, it will represent 35 minutes and it is beyond two small divisions beyond the numeral 7. That means after 35 minutes, two more divisions are there, 36 and 37. That means when the minute hand is two small divisions beyond the numeral 7, it will represent 37 minutes. So our hand is at between 12 and 1. That means it will represent hour, and minute hand is two small divisions beyond the numeral 7. That means it will represent 37 minutes. Whenever we represent time, the left hand side the 2 digits shows hours and the right hand side 2 digits shows minutes. So in this clock, when the hour hand is between 12 and 1, it will represent 12 hour and the minute hand is two small divisions beyond the numeral 7. That means it will represent 37 minutes. So we can read 12:37. When our hand complete one round of the dial, so 1 to 12 hour, that means we have no more digits here, no more numerals here. So it will complete 12 hours, but we all know in a day 24 hours are there. So our hand starts the second round. Okay, so whenever our hand completes one round, we take the time as AM, and when it starts the second round after 12 noon, we take time as PM. Okay, so we'll learn about AM and PM later. So our hand takes two complete rounds of the dial in a day. Okay, so this is the concept of time. So how to read this time we have learned now. Now here are the some units of time. 60 seconds make 1 minute. Okay, so whenever we have to convert minute into seconds, minute is the higher unit, second is the smaller unit. So whenever we have to convert minute into seconds, we have to multiply the given number by 60. Okay, and 60 minutes make 1 hour. Whenever we have to convert hour into minutes, we have to multiply by 60. When 24 hours comes together, it will make one day. So when we have to convert day into hours, we have to multiply by 24. 7 days make one week. So whenever we have to convert week into days, we have to multiply by 7. 30 or 31 days make one month. So when we have to convert month into days, we have to multiply by 30. 12 months make one year. So to convert 1 year into months, we have to multiply by 12. Now 10 years make one decade. So when we have to convert decade into years, we have to multiply by 10. 100 years make one century, and when we have to convert century into years, we have to multiply by 100. And in a year, 52 weeks are there. Okay, so when we have to convert year into weeks, we have to multiply by 52. So we have to learn all these units of time. We have just learned about the dial and hands of the clock. As we all know, minute hand takes 60 minutes to complete one round. That means in 1 hour it completes one round. And the hour hand takes 12 hours to complete one round. So when it reaches 12, when the hour hand reaches at 12, that means 12 midnight to 12 noon, all the timings will be written as AM. And when the hour hand starts taking the second round of the dial, from 12 noon to 12 midnight, all the timings will be in PM. So 12 noon to 12 midnight PM, and 12 midnight to 12 noon, all the timings will be in AM. So 12 midnight means the 12 o'clock at night is called 12 midnight, and 12 o'clock at the day we call 12 noon. So here, if some timings are given, how to explain where the hands of the clock will be? So just take 4:49. Now we have to tell where will be the hands of the clock, where we can show the hands of the clock. So we all know that left hand side digit shows hours and the right hand side digit shows minutes. So here, whenever our hand is at 4, when the time is 4 o'clock, that means the hour hand will be exactly on 4. But here 4:49 is there, that means 4 hours 49 minutes. That means the hour hand will be between 4 and 5. And here the time is 49. So how can we show the minute hand? These 49 minutes, how can we show? 49 means 45 plus 4. And when the minute hand is at 9, it will represent 45 minutes, but we need 49. That means 4 more divisions we have to move. That means we can say minute hand will be 4 small divisions beyond the numeral 9. When the minute hand will be on 9, it will be 45, and 4 small divisions means 46, 47, 48 and 49. So in this way we can represent when the hour hand is between 4 and 5, and the minute hand is 4 small divisions beyond the numeral 9, the time will be 4:49. Let's take the second time, 9:33. 33 we can say 30 plus 3. So here hours means the left hand side digit shows hours. So 9, whenever the hour hand is between 9 and 10, the hour hand will be at between 9 and 10, that means it shows hours. And minute hand is 33 minutes, that means minute hand will be at 30 plus 3. Whenever minute hand is at 6, it represents 30 minutes. So we need 33, so we have to move 3 small divisions ahead. So we can write 3 small divisions beyond the numeral 6. It will become 33 minutes. So whenever we have to show 9:33, we have to make the hour hand between 9 and 10, and minute hand beyond the numeral 6, we have to take 3 more small divisions. Now we have to write time using AM or PM. So you have already learnt about AM and PM. AM means ante-meridiem. That means before noon. That means the time from 12 midnight to 12 noon is called before noon, that is ante-meridiem. And PM is post-meridiem. Post-meridiem means afternoon. The time from 12 noon to 12 midnight is considered as PM. Okay, so we have to write time using AM or PM. So let's start. 3:30 in the morning. We know that 3:30 is used for 30 minutes. So 3:30 means after 3, 30 minutes passed. So we can write 3 at hours place and 30 at minutes place, because half past means 30 minutes, and we can write AM because the time is in the morning. So 3:30 in the morning means 3:30 AM. The next is 4:15 in the evening. Quarter past means 15 minutes past. Okay, 15 minutes are taken as quarter past. So the time here is in the evening. That means we can write PM, and quarter past, that means 15 minutes after 4. So we can write 4 at hours place, and at minutes place we can write 15 because it is given quarter past. Quarter means 15. Past means after 4. So after 4, 15 minutes passed. That is taken as quarter past 4. And evening is there. That means we can write PM. Next is 23 minutes to 3 in the evening. Whenever the time is like this, minutes to means that time is not exactly happened. That means some minutes are left. So here evening is there. That means we can write PM. But what about hours and minutes? It is not exactly 3 o'clock. Some minutes are left. So we can write 2. Before 3 what comes? 2. So we can write 2 at hours place, and 23 minutes remaining. That means how many minutes passed? How many minutes passed? That means 60 minus 23. We have to subtract 23 from 60. 23 minutes remaining, but how many minutes passed? That we can write 60 minus 23. That is 37. So the time is 2:37 PM. Because PM is, we have written because it is evening time. So we have to write PM. And the time is not exactly 3. Some minutes are remaining. So we can write 2. And how many minutes? We have to subtract 23 minutes because it is remaining. So we have to subtract 23 from 60. So it will be 37. So 2:37 PM. Next, 15 minutes to 6 after midnight. So after midnight means the time will be taken as AM. Because after midnight, 12 midnight to 12 noon, the timings are, we can use AM. And 15 minutes to 6. That means it is not exactly 6 o'clock. Some minutes are remaining. So we can write 5 at hours place because before 6, 5 comes. So we have to write 5 at hours place. And how many minutes passed? 15 minutes remaining. So we have to subtract 15 from 60. So 16 minus 15 is 45. That means the time is not exactly 6. 15 minutes left. So we can represent as 5:45 AM. Next is 5 hours after 8:25 PM. PM means the time of evening. Okay. So 8:25 PM, we have to add 5 more hours in this time. So let's add 5 more hours. After 8:25, 9:25, 10:25, 11:25, 12:25, and after 12:25 we have to take 1:25 midnight. Okay, so it can be written as AM. Okay, 8:25 hours plus 5 hours, that will become after 12 midnight, it will be 1:25. So after midnight means the time is AM, and 5 hours after 8:25 is 1:25 AM. Next, 3 hours before 12 midnight. So the time is before 12 midnight. That means we have to subtract 3 from 12. So 12 minus 3 is 9, and before midnight means the time is considered as PM. So 12 minus 3 is 9, and the time is taken in PM, before midnight. So 3 hours before 12 midnight means 9 PM. Now next, 25 minutes to 4 in the morning. So this is the time of morning. So we have to write AM here. Okay. So now next is here the 25 minutes remaining. In what time? In 4 o'clock. That means that is not exactly 4 o'clock. Some minutes are left. So we can write 3 at hours place, because before 4, 3 comes. So at hours place we can write 3, and at minutes place, how many minutes passed? 25 minutes left. That means we have to subtract 25 from 60. So 60 minus 25 is 35. So that means after 3 o'clock, 35 minutes passed and 25 minutes remaining to become 4 o'clock. So that means 25 minutes to 4 in the morning means 3:35 AM. So this way we can write time using AM and PM. Students, we have just learned about analog clocks, that it divides into 12 equal parts that represents 12 hours of a day. But a day has 24 hours. So to complete 12 hours, our hand has to take second round. Okay. So after 12 noon, the our hand starts taking second round, and after in second round all the timings are in PM. When it reaches 12, when the hour hand reaches 12, that is 12 noon, and after 12 noon again we have to start from 1. So all the timings are in PM. So when the 12 o'clock at day is known as 12 noon, and when 12 o'clock is at night, it is called 12 midnight. We can't use AM and PM with 12. 12 o'clock at day is 12 noon, and 12 o'clock at night is midnight. So the analog clock represents only 12 hours. So that's why our hand has to take 2 rounds to complete 24 hours. That's why we use AM and PM. But we can represent 24 hours of a day in other way also, that is called 24-hour time clock. Some digital clocks are there in which we can represent 24 hours of the day, and we don't have to use AM and PM with it. We have to represent in hours. Okay. So what is the difference? 12-hour time clock, we have only 12 divisions. That's why we have to, our hand has to take second round. That's why it is divided in AM and PM, before noon and after noon. But in digital clocks we can represent 24 hours. After 12 hours we can write 13, 14, 15, 16 up to 24. Okay. So the difference is time can be represented in 12-hour time clock as well as 24-hour time clock. But in 12-hour time clock we have to use AM and PM, and in 24-hour time clock we don't have to use AM and PM. We can write hours with it. Okay. And time can be written in 4 digits. The left side digits shows hours and the right side digit shows minutes. So here let's see some times. We can write 12-hour time clock to we can convert 12-hour time clock to 24-hour time clock, or we can convert 24-hour time clock to 12-hour time clock. So how to write 12-hour time clock into a 24-hour time clock? Let's see. When the time is 1 AM, so we don't have to change anything. We have to write digits as it is, but in 4 digits. Okay, this is hours and this is minutes. So we have to remove AM and just we have to add hour. So 1 AM can be written as 1 hour. Okay, and 2 AM can be written as, here also we have to remove AM and we have to write 2 in 4 digits, 0200, and we have to add hours. So 2 AM is 2 hours. Now 4:30 a.m. So 4 is hours, so we have to write 04. 30 can be written as 30 minutes, and we have to remove am and we have to add hours. So 4:30 hours. Now 5 am, again as it is we have to write digits 0500 and we have to remove am and we have to add hours. So 5 am is 5 hours. 10:15 am. So 10:15 hours. 12 noon, 12 hours. 1 p.m. Now after noon we write p.m. Okay. So when the time is 12 noon we can write 12 hours, but when the time is 1 p.m. means post meridian, afternoon timings, we can add 12 with 1. So 12 plus 1 is 13. We can move till 24. After 12 we have to write 13 for 1 p.m. Now 4 p.m. 4 p.m. means after 12 4 hours, that means 12 plus 4 16 hours. Okay. Now 7:30 p.m. means after 12 noon, 12 plus 7 19 and 30 minutes. So 19:30 hours. 10 p.m. means after 12 we have to add 10. 12 plus 10 22 hours. 11:25 p.m. means after 12 noon we have to add 11. So 12 plus 11 is 23 and 25 minutes. So it is 23-25 hours. Now 12 midnight. 12 midnight means after 23 what comes? 24. So 12 midnight can be written as 24 hours. So it can be written as 00 hours also, because after 24 again we have to move from 1 hour. So we have to write 24 hours, or we can write 0000 hours. So this way we can represent 12-hour time clock to 24-hour time clock, or we can convert 24-hour time clock to 12-hour time clock. Only difference is in 12-hour time clock we have to use AM and PM, and in 24-hour time clock we have to use hours, and after 12 noon we have to move 13, 14, 15, 16 up to 24. Children, let's learn how to convert 12-hour time clock to 24-hour time clock. Here the time is given in AM and PM, that means it is 12-hour time clock, and we have to convert this time in 24-hour time clock. So when the time is given in AM, that means we don't have to change the digits. We have to remove AM and we have to add hours. So the time is 0200, because in 4 digits we have to represent 24-hour time clock. So we can write 0200, and 24-hour time follows hours. So we have to write hours. 2 AM, that is 0200 hours. 11 AM, again the time is in AM. So we don't have to change 11, we have to write 1100, 1100, that means 11 hours. We have to remove AM and we have to add hours. So 11 AM is 11 hours. Now the time is 7 PM. When we use PM with time, when the time is given in PM, that means it is crossed 12 noon. So after 12 noon, 7 hours passed. That means we have to add 7 with 12 to find the 24-hour time clock. When the time is PM, we have to add 7 with 12, because PM means after 12 noon, 7 hours passed. So 12 plus 7 is 19. We have to remove PM and we have to add hours. So 7 PM can be written as 19 hours. When the time is in AM, we don't have to change, just we have to write the as it is digits and we have to add hours. We have to remove AM and we have to add hours. But when the time is given in PM, that means it is after 12 noon. So we have to add the digits with 12. Next is 10:45 PM. Again PM. PM means this time has passed after 12 noon. So we have to add 10:45 with 12. So when we add, we will get 45 and here we get 22. 12 plus 10 is 22. So 22:45 hours. So it is very easy. Whenever the time is given in AM, we have to just copy down the digits and we have to add hours. And when the time is given in PM, we have to add the timings with 12. So because the PM means after 12 noon, so we have to add the given time with 12. So we can get 24-hour time clock. And remember, 24-hour time clock can be only represent in hours, and AM PM, that means it is 12-hour time clock. Next we have 24-hour time clock, and we have to convert into AM and PM, means 12-hour time clock. So here 2 hours. 2 hours means to convert 24-hour time to 12-hour time clock, we have to remove hours and we have to add AM or PM. So 2 hours can be written as 2 AM. 6 hours can be written as 6 AM. Only you have to remove hours and you have to add AM. But when the time is after 12, that means after 12 we have to move 13, 14, 15. Okay, because we can represent 24-hour time clock in 24 hours. So when the time is given after 12, that means here 13:30 is given, that means the time has crossed 12. So to get the 12-hour time clock, we have to subtract the timing by 12. Okay, so here 13:30 is given, that means it has crossed 12 noon. So we have to subtract by 12. So 30 minus 0, here 0 minus 0 is 0, 3 minus 0 is 3, 3 minus 2 is 1, 1 minus 1 is 0. So 1:30 we are getting, and time we can write PM because it is 13:30 hours. Okay, here we have written AM because the time has not crossed 12. So we have to write AM, but here we can see the time has crossed 12. So we have to write PM. In the next question, 22:15 hours. It is also 22 means it has crossed 12. That means it is the time after 12 noon. So we have to subtract by 12 here. So here 5 minus 0 is 5, 1 minus 0 is 1, 2 minus 2 is 0, 2 minus 1 is 1. So 10:15 PM. Why we are writing PM here? Because the time is 22. 22 means after, 22 comes after 12. So after 12 it is 22, that means we have to write PM. So to convert 24-hour time clock to 12-hour time clock, we have to remove hours and we have to add AM or PM. When the time is below 12, we have to add AM, and when the time crossed 12, that means after 12 we have to add PM. This way we can convert 12-hour time clock to 24-hour time clock and 24-hour time clock to 12-hour time clock. Children, we have just learned about different units of time like second, minute, hour, day, week, month, year. All these are units of time. So here we have to change minutes into seconds. So you know second is the smallest unit of time. So here we have to convert minutes into seconds. So let's see how to convert. Here 2 minutes and 42 seconds given. We have to convert whole into seconds. So 42 is already in seconds. We have to convert 2 minutes into second. So what to do? We have to multiply minute by 60 to convert into second, because 1 minute is having 60 seconds. Minute is the bigger unit and second is the smallest unit. So whenever we convert a bigger unit into smaller unit, we always multiply. So here 2 minutes can be multiplied by 60 to convert into seconds. So 2 into 60 is 120. When we multiply minute with 60, it will be converted into second. So we have to follow now second. It is given in minutes, but when we multiply by 60, we have to follow second. 2 into 60 is 120 and 42 can be written as it is. 120 second and 42 seconds. 122 plus 42 is 162 seconds. So here we have converted minute into seconds. In the next question, 4 minutes 28 seconds. So it is already in seconds, so no need to convert. Now we have to convert 4 minutes into seconds. So what to do? To convert minute into second, we have to multiply by 60 again, and when we multiply by 60, minute can be removed and second can be written. So 4 into 60 second, and here 28 second. So 4 into 60 is 240, and here 28. 240 plus 28 is 268 seconds. So here the time is given in minutes and second, and we have converted the whole into seconds. So by multiplying with 60, we can convert minutes into seconds. Thank you.